Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for messages for all signs for Tuesday, February 6th. It is now February 5th at 1:05 in the afternoon, Mountain Time here in the US. And so we're going to do messages for tomorrow for each sign. We'll do 5 minutes of Reiki, and then we'll do free-for-all questions or cards of the day. So let's just get started with Aries for February 6th. What do I have coming up for you guys? Aries, on the 6th, I think you're going to be being very careful to dot your I's and cross your T's, getting all your ducks in a row. There is something that you are definitely preparing for. For some of you, I'm hearing that it may be some kind of inspection or evaluation. Maybe you're having to do some kind of self-evaluation at work, but there's something where you're preparing, and I think that you're preparing for other people to be able to look at whatever this is that you're working on. And so you want to make sure that it is exactly what they want it to be. Okay, so that's what I've got coming up for Aries. Tammy Bambi, hello, hello. I am fantastic, my dear. How are you? Ricky, hello. Glad to see you, my dear. Anna Minton, hello again. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here today. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Okay, so the 6th for Taurus. So what I'm hearing about you Taurians, I'm having a hard time deciding if it applies to you or if it applies to somebody that you're interacting with, which generally means that probably some of you it will be you and some of you it won't be you, but somebody you're interacting with. So be aware. Be aware. It could go either way here. But what I'm getting is something about shiny eyes. And I think that there's a situation with you Tauruses where either you are going to be doing something that some kind of drug use that changes the way your eyes look, or that you're going to be interacting with somebody who has used some kind of drugs that makes their eyes look different. And I think that for those of you interacting with that person, the eyes may actually be the tip off for you that there's something not right in that situation. I'm just trying to dig deeper and see if there's more that I can pull here that would be helpful for you guys. I think really this is just a heads up, but be aware. Be aware. For those of you that this is you, be aware of what you're doing to yourself, whether these are prescription drugs that maybe somebody um, has given for you. If that's the case and it's some kind of prescription that you need, you may want to be aware that these are going to be changing your state of consciousness. It may not be the best thing for you to be driving a car or a forklift or whatever under the influence of these. And so you may want to take that into accountability. For those of you who are interacting with somebody who is in a state like this, I think it's going to be good to be aware for different reasons, just depending what the situation is and what's going on. But it's definitely going to be good to be aware that this person is not exactly in their normal frame of mind. Okay, so that's for Taurus. I guess y'all could tell I don't candy coat things. Anna Lopez, hello, hello. Glad to see you in the room. Glad to hear that you're great. Tammy Bambi. Manuela, glad to see you here, my dear. Thank you, Ricky. I am. I hope you are fantastic. Gemini, let's take a peek at Gemini. Okay, Geminis, this is kind of strange. It feels to me like there's something that's about a year out from now for you guys, and I feel like you're counting down to it. I don't know if this is like graduating from a vocational course or a college course, or if this is getting out of tech school if you're in the military. But there's something that's happening about a year from now and you're counting down. Maybe some of you have wedding plans that are happening about a year from now. Maybe you've decided to get married on Valentine's Day and you're starting to count down. There's something that is coming up that's about a year from now, Gemini. I do feel like it's something that you're looking forward to for the most part. I do feel there's a little bit of mixed emotion. There's a little bit of tension and, oh my God, this is a big step type of feeling around this too. So, but as far as what's going on the 6th is just you're counting down towards that. You're realizing that I think it's about a year away. You're realizing it's about a year away. Okay, so that's Gemini. Gemini. Glad you're happy to be here. I'm happy that you're here. Okay, so for those of you who are here, if you have not yet, and if you don't mind, please share. The more, the merrier, I always say. Better conversations when we have more people. More interesting stuff comes up. Cancers, let's take a peek at you guys. I'm hearing quote and misquote for you Cancers on the 6th. So, first of all, be very careful what you say, especially if you're quoting somebody else, that you are quoting it exactly the way that they said it, because I think if you misquote it, I think it's going to be caught. It's going to be important. If you are quoting somebody also, of course, I don't think I have to say give the other person that you're quoting the credit for whatever you're saying. Okay? Everybody knows plagiarism is not cool. Let's see. For others of you, this is not so much about your quotes as much as it's about somebody is quoting you and misquoting you. So when I hear quote and misquote, just the way that that came at me as I was feeling this, I feel like if you're the person who's being misquoted, I feel like somebody quotes you and they quote you correctly and accurately, and then like the next person, or maybe even further down the line, ends up misquoting you. So I think that I think you just need to be careful that whatever it is that you're putting out there is exactly what you want to say. And you want to be careful that everybody down the chain of command or in the sphere of influence is hearing the same thing. Might not be bad to like write everything for the day so that you can go back and reference it. Look, here it is in writing. This is what I said. Unfortunately, that may not be practical for everybody, but you have the heads up now. Things may be misquoted that you say Cancers on the 6th, or it may be, for others of you, it is going to be that you need to be very careful about what you say so you're not misquoting somebody. You're getting married soon? Oh, Manuela, I did not know that. When are you getting married? Stacy Spring, hello, hello. Glad you're here. Yeah, congratulations. Gemma Croft Baker, hello, hello. Glad to see you here. Okay, so let's move on to Leos for the 6th of February. Leo, 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 Leo. Leos, keep recordings of everything. You know, the impression that I'm getting, for a few of you, this is going to be about CYA, in other words, cover your derriere. But for others of you, this is about children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews. Everybody grows up so fast. Get some videos. If you guys are going to, you know, a grandchild or a child or a niece or nephew's recital, you know, remember that each moment is fleeting. You want to get some video of that. I really think that even though I said record things, I think video is really the strongest energy that I have coming up around this recording, is that you want to get some videos of things going on. Now, I'm also seeing scenarios where some of you may be in situations where there's some kind of dispute that happens, and you may want to record that because it may be important to have that and have a video of that because of things that may come out of that. So you want to record if you have something like that too. And you know, that's not going to apply to everybody. Some of you aren't even going to see a dispute or witness a dispute during the day. But if you do, Leos, it might not be a bad idea to just flip on the little video recorder, have it running, just in case. But for most of you, this has more to do with little children and how they do their precocious little things, and celebrating recitals or graduations or first communions or, whatever it is that they would be celebrating. Okay? Let's see. Oh, I know more than anyone. It's sometime next year. That's funny. Well, thank you for the confirmation, Manuela, and congratulations. Tammy, I've been wondering where you've been for like forever. Glad to see you again, my dear. I'm having a fantastic day. I hope you are too. Have you been passing along any messages lately? Let's move on to Virgo. Virgo on the 6th. What do I have coming up for you guys? Virgos, this is kind of interesting because I don't think of you guys as very creative most of the time. I think of you guys having everything scheduled in order, organized, that type of personality. Like that's where your strengths are. But what I'm seeing for your message for the 6th is that you were going to be really putting a lot of thought into some kind of creative endeavor that you are getting ready to pull off. So whether that is planning an event, whether that's a piece of artwork of some type that you're looking on, but I just think that you're really putting together the ideas in your mind to be able to do that. I don't see a lot of action. I think there will be some action, but I don't see a lot of action on this. It's certainly not anywhere near complete on the 6th, but a lot of the thought that is going into getting this organized and planned in your own mind is happening on the 6th, Virgos. Let's look at Libra. What do I have coming in for Libras? Libras, you guys have such a great message for the 6th. If there's somebody who has been instigating in your life, just bringing on the drama, and just when you think you're done with the last drama, here comes another plate of drama right from that person. You are cutting their power right off. You are no longer giving them the power to influence your life in a negative way, Libras. You're saying that's enough of that drama. Oh, you're coming at me with drama again. Let me just block you real quick. We'll check in on you tomorrow. I'll see how you're feeling. Oh, more drama. Let me just block you again. No, anything that's bringing you drama, Libras, I think that you are either actually cutting that out on the 6th, or you're coming into a place where you're deactivating any of the triggers that that person would normally activate for you. So either deactivating triggers and getting into a place where this person just is not able to trigger you anymore, not able to bring you that drama and get that reaction from you, or just cutting out the origination of the drama, one or the other. But you are not giving that kind of drama any power in your life anymore, Libras, as of the 6th. Oh, that is awesome. That's way cool that you were able to pass messages to them. Scorpios, for the 6th of February, what do we have coming in? So what I'm hearing whenever I look into a Scorpio is spirit involvement in our lives. Actually, I heard them say in your life for Scorpios. So spirit involvement in our lives. This may mean that, some of us are getting a reading with a medium. Some of us are interacting with sacred spirit. That's my word for Holy Spirit. This could talk about ghosts showing up with messages for us. Sometimes, we're highly intuitive, so sometimes we don't need a medium to get the message from somebody who's already crossed over. So we may be hearing messages from the other side. I think that's going to be really the key here for us Scorpios on the 6th, is we are going to be hearing messages from somebody who has crossed over, whether we're actually going to a reading or whether we're hearing those messages in a more direct way for ourselves, Scorpios. Kim Hefner, hey, hey, hey. Where are you today? La da da, Sagittarius. Let's look at you guys. Sagittarius. Sagittarius on the 6th, I think that your focus is going to be on the home. I don't think this has so much to do with family as much as it has to do with the actual place that you live itself. For some of you, this can be about looking for a new place to live, looking for another place to live. For others of you, this can be about doing some improvements in your home. For others of you, this can have to do with, I'm hearing this can have to do with kicking people out of your home. You may be saying, you know what, I've helped you as long as I can. You said you only needed a couple of weeks worth of help. You've been here 3 years now. Get out. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but that could be a part of what's going on there. But definitely focusing on the home, Sagittarius. North Dakota. That's your regular place, isn't it? I'm thinking. One of your regular places. Hello there, Carla Alley. Glad to see you here. Romy Bach. Hello, hello. Welcome. I am fantastic, my dear. I hope you are well as well. Those of you who are here, if you don't mind, and if you haven't already, please share. We've got 3 more signs, and we're going to go into Reiki. Let's take a peek at Capricorn. Capricorn, 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 Capricorn. Okay, well, Capricorn, I guess you're getting a riddle today. I'm kind of getting this image of something like big, like just like falling down on you and sort of pinning you, Capricorns. And Spirit is telling me that whatever that is, it's making you feel pinned down or limited or restricted or immobile or paralyzed. You can actually turn that into an asset for yourself. So I have no idea how that would manifest or what that means for you guys. I hope you guys know. That's what I like about being a psychic. All I have to do is pass the message along. You guys have to figure them out. Working on mysteries without any clues. Glad to see you in here, Moonbeam Pixie Dust. Let's take a peek at Aquarius. Aquarius, I feel like you're... I feel like you're a little boxed in right now. I feel like you're in a situation that you are not used to being in, that it's a situation that you probably would not choose. Would not choose. But I also feel like you Aquarius people, you're very unpredictable. You think outside the box. So for you to be boxed in feels very like that's a temporary thing for me. Because even though I'm seeing you guys as being boxed in, I'm also seeing you guys as like jumping over the fence, getting out of that box. So it may be on the 6th Aquarius that you feel boxed in the morning and you figure out how you're going to Get your escape plan going by the end of the day. Whatever that looks like for you, Aquarians, whether that's in relationship, whether it's a work commitment, whatever that is, you're not staying in a box very long, I can tell you that. Floral 90, hello, hello. Glad to see you too, my dear. You're going to the doctor tomorrow, Ms. Capricorn? Why do I always forget what I said to Capricorns? And then you have a comment, and then I'm like, I wish I knew what I just predicted. That's sad and terrible. Did I take my fish oil today? I don't think so. Okay, Pisces. Let's take a pick at you. Pisces for the 6th of February. Okay, Pisces, I just saw the strangest thing for you guys. Okay, so I really think that you're going to start out the day pretty well, relaxing, chilling. Everything's kind of going smooth. You know, you may be at work, but I mean, everything is in the groove. You're in your groove. Everything is going smoothly. And then I do see this confrontation coming up with a person. And I think that this person is actually the confrontation itself, or something about the person actually does bring up a little bit of fear in you, Pisces. But the interesting thing is that even though your first reaction is kind of like, I think that you're going to be, I don't know if you're going to be gathering other people, or if there's just going to be a group that gathers that is kind of tired of this other person bullying. And I think that the group that gathers, whether you gather them or whether they don't, I think that they're going to decide, and you're going to be a part of this, they're going to decide to come up behind this bigger, meaner, scarier person and start just kind of like picking at them. You know, it won't be the same as like, I feel like this is bullying, that somebody's going to be sort of bullying you, so to speak. And I think that this group will be just kind of picking at the bully, picking at the bully, picking at the bully. But he's going to be picked at from so many different directions that eventually he's going to run out of steam. And he's just going to be tired of messing with other people because he's just trying to defend himself. He doesn't have time to mess with other people and bully them anymore. So that's an interesting one for you, Pisces. Reiki time. That's everybody. Yep, so let's do Reiki for everyone. We're going to do Reiki. I'm setting the intention for whatever will be in the highest and best interest for each of you who are here as an individual. And then if you guys want to adjust the Reiki for something more specific, feel free to do so. All you have to do is set that intention in your mind. You don't have to type it into the chat box if you don't want to. And then for those of you who are not here right now and are watching this broadcast after the fact, all you have to do is set the intention to receive the Reiki, and it will do you just as much good as if you were here live. So let's get started. Okay, so it's 29 after the hour. So at 34 after the hour, we're going to stop the Reiki. And I have a limited amount of time to stay after that for free-for-all questions and cards. So because I do have an appointment later on, but I wanted to show up here. So we may not have as much time for the free-for-all stuff as usual. But at least we've got Reiki and predictions in. That's funny, Angela. They're feeling boxed in and want to jump the fence. You want to be the wave? Cool, cool, Tammy. That was an interesting thing, and I'm not sure if it's something that happens, like, at work or at home or in public or in private. So you always wanna be the wave. That's okay, Angela, I think I've got my schedule worked out. And then after your reading, then I've got some other stuff going on too, so I really can't push it back. But thank you for your generosity. And to all the lost sheep. I love it. So Moonbeam, I'm just thinking about these as I'm looking at them. I like these intentions as far as things to pray about, but as far as Reiki intentions, what we're really doing, the purpose of the Reiki is to do something that is gonna benefit you personally. So I'm thinking family flare-ups, to have peace in your family, let's make that the intention. I think that's really the one that I would pick there, for a Reiki intention. Because with Reiki, you always wanna have permission of the recipient of the Reiki, so you can't, um, send that to, like, all the lost sheep and all the brokenhearted, because we can't ask all their permissions. But because you're a part of the family, you can be a representative and you can ask for peace in the family. And generally what happens is you start acting differently or behaving in a more healthy way, which is what ends up bringing peace in the family. Not that you were necessarily even doing anything wrong, but you have new insights and you're able to handle things in a way that was not usual. Okay, so it's 34 after the hour. Let's shut down the Reiki for now. By the way, guys, I do ask the Reiki to continue on until it hits a good stopping point. So just because I'm not actually sending it right now doesn't mean it's not actually still active in you until it hits a nice stopping point for you. Stacy Spring wants a COD. Let's see, let's see. We're going to start with Lenormand today. Boy, my phone is going crazy right now. All right. That will have to wait. Lenormand for Stacy Spring. Okay, house card, my dear, is the Sun. I think somebody got the Sun for a house card yesterday, too. That's a good house card. And the birds. Okay, so this is really good, Stacy. So basically what this means is that you have a conversation coming up that is going to go well. The Sun, has to do with warmth. It provides all the things that plants need to create nutrition. fertility, productivity. So whatever you have in this house is going to do well. So if you've got the birds in the house of the sun, this talks about conversations that go very well. So this may be that you have a conversation with your boss and ask for a raise. That would go well. This may be that you're having a conversation with your significant other and you have some things that need to be, worked out. Then this conversation would go well. Whatever it is, there's a significant conversation, Stacy, that either has gone well within the past 24 hours or that will be going well within the next 24 hours. Okay, let me get back up where we were. I hope that makes sense for you, Stacy. And then we have Cray 87. Hello, hello. Oh, you're not asking for a COD yet. Let me take people in order. Otherwise, I know how I'll be. Glad you're in the room, though. Floral 90 wants to know, will I receive email contact from Jurgen in February or March? Will Floral 90 receive email contact from Jurgen by the end of March? Excuse me. I would say you are. It looks like Jurgen wants to get back together with you by the end of March. Yep. I would say yes. You will receive contact from him by the end of March. Gemma Croft Baker wants a COD. Gemma. Princess of Swords. You have some new oh, no. You have a little one around you, Gemma Croft Baker, who is going to be, or who has already, spilled the beans, is what I'm hearing. So this is a young person, like a child type young person, possibly even teenager, who has told you something that really maybe whoever was related to this information might not have been wanting you to know. But this person has spilled the beans to you. That's happened either within the past 24 hours or will within the next 24 hours. Kim Hefner is up for a COD. Kim Hefner. You got the 6 of Pentacles. To me, this card talks about paying the bills, paying off a loan, doing something to make things even. Okay? So getting caught up or paying things off is what I have for you, Ms. Kim. Cray 87, you're up next. Cray 87. You've got the Queen of Bows showing up in reverse, Cray 87. This tells me that you're not feeling like your normal social outgoing self. You may be doing a little bit of withdrawing right now. I do feel like that's temporary. I feel like your bright and cheerful self will be back soon. Anna Lopez would like to have a card of the day. Okay, Anna Lopez. You got the 7 of coins, my dear. This just tells me it's payday for you. This doesn't have to be financial. In fact, I've seen it before where it comes up as being something strictly energetic too. But for me, the 7 of coins just talks about there's something that you have invested in, whether you've invested emotions, time, energy, finances, material goods. There's something that you invested in with the idea that at some point that would give you some kind of return. That return is coming in now. Ms. Anna Lopez. Okay, who's next here? You're quite welcome, Moonbeam. COD for Anna Minton. Okay, and this is going to be the last one of the day here. Anna Minton, we're using the Lenormand for you, honey. Okay, so here we have a house card This is the Mountain. And over here, we have the Child card. What is this saying? Anna, I think within the past 24 hours, because the Mountain talks about an obstacle, like what is an obstacle in your life. And so when we have the cover card come up as a child, this is telling me that either within the past 24 hours or within the next 24 hours, there's some kind of new obstacle coming up in front of you. So something that you have a goal or a target that you're working on, there's a new obstacle that comes up. The fact that this is a new obstacle tells me that you've already worked through some obstacles with this situation before. And so this is just another one. Just another one. You know, the new obstacles, if you can head them off at the path, at the pass, that's the best. Okay, so let's see, what else do I need to read or acknowledge, because I'm done with cards and questions. You're quite welcome, Floral. Moonbeam, try and catch me tomorrow, or else you could do even like a one question reading for that if you want to check out my website and see how that works. By the way, anybody who would like to schedule an actual reading with me, whether it's a 1 or 2 question reading or whether it's a live reading, or if you want to schedule Reiki, all you have to do is just contact me, and all my contact information is on my website. The website is www.amista.info. Well, that's good to hear. Glad, Miss Stacy, that you're happy with that. Hello there, Justina. Glad to see you from Berlin. I spent about a year in Berlin. Tell you what, I love the food there. You're quite welcome, Anna. Bought a camper, making the last payment, so you are paying something off. Yay! Very cool, Kim. Thank you for the verification. Everybody have a fantastic day. Thank you for hanging out with me and keeping me on my toes and fresh. And I better get boogieing so I can get on to and ready for the next thing. Everyone, peace out. See you tomorrow.